Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 10 of Popcorn Problems. My name is Ilan Pressman, and I'm here with my very good friend and fellow co-host,
Nicholas Sapasco. Every week, we'll make sure we're caught up with the biggest news and movies in Hollywood.
This week, we're reviewing Black Phone 2, one of last weekend's biggest new releases. But before we get to that, what's poppin'? Where we run through the biggest movie stories this week. What's up, guys? Welcome to the 10th episode of the podcast. It's crazy that we've gotten here so fast. Yeah, it's crazy. So to celebrate, we are gonna have our first ever guest. It is a friend, dear friend of me and Nick. Sariel, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yo, what's up? My name's Sariel Cruz. Yeah, good to be here, friends of Ilan, Nick. Let's do it.
Okay, so let's start with the box office for this weekend.
Wait, real quick, sorry. I just wanted to ask, Sariel, just so you can introduce yourself a little further. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie?
Yeah.
Of all time? Probably
Sure.
Back to the Future.
Bet.
Gotta go Back to the Future.
Back to the Future,
Alright.
that's fair.
Yeah.
They're re-releasing it next weekend.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I think I might go see it in Miami when I'm back there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Bet.
That's cool. That's fire.
Bet.
Yeah. Okay. So, the box office, number one was the Black Phone 2, which is the movie we're going to be reviewing today. It opened with 26.5 million domestically, 42 million globally. It had a budget of 30 million. And it topped the original, so it made more than the original, which is good. The original made 23.6 million on its debut.
Nice.
Yeah. So number two is Tron Ares with 11.1 million domestically this weekend. It had a 66% drop. Yeah, not good.
That's
Wow.
insane, bro. I think
That's
I saw a post
crazy.
earlier today that was like Tron is gonna lose Disney like $130 million. Or
Yeah,
something
so
like that.
yeah, I have it here. So hold on. So yeah. So 54.6 million domestically total. Right now it's at 103 million global on a $180 million budget. It's gonna hit maybe half of what the previous one made. And it's probably gonna lose the studio $100 million plus.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So
That's insane.
yeah.
I need to watch this movie. I need to see how it
Yeah,
really
well,
is.
you can do that by yourself.
Yeah,
I
bro,
won't be
yeah.
joining you.
Yeah,
No, trust
you're
me, bro.
good.
You
You're
don't
good.
need to watch it. Just imagine.
Dude, I
just
got
imagine.
to. I need to see how this really is.
Dog. Just imagine like Morbius, but with neon lights, bro. Like that's
Oh,
it.
hell
With red
no.
neon.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
That actually sounds
Bro,
like
we
a
paid
living
$35 for that movie
Are you
ticket.
d-
For
Are you
real, to watch it on
serious?
the
We paid
biggest
$35.
screen in America.
The biggest screen in America.
That's crazy.
30
For that,
$35. Low key, the coolest part was just seeing the Avatar trailer play before it.
Yeah,
Bro,
real.
That
honestly,
was
real.
that was
Okay.
insane.
Yeah, that seems like it would be cool.
Bro, when the highlight of your movie going experience is the trailers, that's how you know you're fucked, dog.
Bro,
No,
yeah.
facts.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so number three was Good Fortune, which is like a comedy that opened with Seth Rogen and Keanu Reeves with $6.2 million domestically on a $30 million budget. It didn't really do too well, and it's Seth Rogen's lowest wide release since his movie 50-50.
Wild.
Yeah, I also want to mention that One Battle After Another is still doing pretty good. It dropped 41% this weekend in its fourth week. And globally, it's at 162.5.
Damn, nice.
Yeah. One other movie opened this weekend, After the Hunt. It made 1.56 million domestically, 1.77 total so far. I haven't heard too much good stuff about this movie. I think I might see it sometime this week. I don't know. It doesn't look that good. They keep playing the trailer, and every time I kind of hate it more and more.
Yeah. I have like honestly no opinion about it until I watch it. If I watch it, it's just a Luca Guadagnino movie, and you know he's had like a pretty good track record, but I think ever since Queer, his like last movie before this one, he's just kind of been like doing his own like weird thing, and I just kinda don't care for it.
Queer wasn't that good, to be honest. And
I never watched
I don't know.
it, so
I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
I really like Challengers though. And I like
I
Call Me
forgot
by Your Name.
Challengers?
Yeah,
Oh,
he did Challengers. He did Call Me by Your
know.
Name. And he did something else that I can't remember.
the cannibal movie with Timothy.
Yes.
Oh,
Bones for All, I think. All for
Yeah.
Bones, something.
Yeah, something like that.
Damn, I didn't know he made that either.
Yeah,
crazy.
that movie is also really good. So he's hit or miss, and I don't know. This one doesn't look that good.
I just think I don't care about like the topic about it. Just, like,
Yeah, the trailer doesn't look good. Like, I don't know. We'll see. I'm also kind of getting tired of Ayo Edebiri, whatever her name is. I'm kind of getting yeah
From the Bear, right?
yeah. She's in too much stuff.
She's in a lot now.
Too much stuff.
She was in no. I thought she was in Brave New World, but no, she was supposed to be in that, right? Or,
No, she was gonna be in Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think her last movie was Opus, right? Something like that.
Yeah, Opus. Was that her last movie? I think so.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this weekend it brought in $67.2 million total, which is down 4.6% from this weekend. From last weekend. And then the month of October is 11% behind last year. So it's been kind of a shitty month, to be honest. There hasn't been much coming out. And there really won't be much coming out until Predator in November. So there's that to keep in mind. Okay, so I'm going to start with a couple news stories. There's not much to really talk about. Really kind of a boring week. Kind of the most interesting thing that happened is that, as we mentioned previously, AMC and Netflix were kind of not really working together when K-pop Demon Hunters had their theater release. They only played in Regal theaters. That is no longer the case. They are teaming up officially with K-pop Demon Hunters coming back to theaters the weekend of October 31st. And I think this is like the first time that they're playing a Netflix film in AMC in like years. So I think that's really cool. I think a lot of the really good Netflix movies, I would love to see them on the big screen. Like Frankenstein, I know I probably won't be able to watch that on the big screen, but I really wish I could. So hopefully this just means that more of these like cool Netflix movies will actually end up going to the big screen.
Yeah, I just wonder if this means that they're not coming to Regal anymore, which is like would kind of be depressing if they just own the entire Netflix market.
So they're gonna be joining Regal and Cinemark.
Okay.
Oh,
it's just AMC is gonna AMC's they're gonna be playing in AMC as well.
Oh, that's okay. That's good.
Yeah. So that's like kind of the biggest like interesting thing was them teaming up. A couple other things is that Apple TV Plus is simplifying its name to Apple TV. Same thing as like HBO, changing to HBO Max, changing back to Max, and then
this changes everything.
So
I need to get Apple TV now.
It's so unnecessary. I feel like it's such a pointless change. It doesn't make sense to me. But
no, bro, this actually sold me. I'm actually gonna go right now to get Apple TV, bro.
For real. Yeah, so Amazon MGM has acquired Lizard Music, which is gonna be the next Dwayne Johnson, Benny Safdie movie. Jim Carrey is in talks to star in a live-action The Jetsons movie for Warner Bros.
Oh, I did read that.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, and sorry, what were you gonna say, Nick?
No, I was just gonna say like I don't know how I feel about that live-action Jetsons with Jim Carrey. Like, it's just whatever. It's like another.
They're really picking at straws for franchises.
Real.
To like turn live action.
I feel like just anything is being made now.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what I wish? I wish the amount of money that actors were being paid was reported alongside like these new movies that they're announced to be in.
They sometimes are. Like I know the Superman pay rates were announced for some reason.
No, but I'm saying like I wish it was reported alongside. Like I wish it was a new Jetsons movie with Jim Carrey. He was paid like $300 fucking million or some shit to be in it. Cause like, so I don't know. Like some of these things, like I just can't imagine convincing the actors to like actually sign on.
Yeah, didn't he retire?
That's what I'm saying. That's what
twice.
I mean.
Twice.
Why is he?
But bro's just now doing like licensing shit, so like Sonic and this. And...
Yeah, bro has bills to pay. I guess he spent all the Sonic money. And then the last kind of piece of news I wanted to mention is that the directing group, the Daniels behind the people behind Everything Everywhere All at Once, they have the release date for their next film with Universal set for November 19th, 2027. I can only imagine what this movie is gonna be because I think that with all the limitations, with it being so low budget, the last Everything Ever All at Once, and how good that turned out, and how like awesome that was. I'm very excited to see what they're gonna do, having probably a much higher budget and much higher freedom to do what they want.
Definitely.
I'm sure it's gonna be really, really cool.
It's gonna be hype.
Everything Everywhere All at Once was mind blowing. So I
Yeah,
can't imagine
that movie was really, really good.
Yeah, that movie was insane.
I just want to see. Yeah, I want to see them handle like a big budget thing, just to like, see all the crazy fucking shit that they can do.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that's all for what's poppin', and now we can move into what we watched. So Nick, would you like to start us off? What is something that you watched this week?
I watched K-pop Demon Hunters this week, and
How was that? You liked it?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty okay. I thought it was pretty good, honestly. Like, I mean, here's the thing. Here's my mentality behind it. I was gonna watch it already. Like, it was in my watch list for forever, and it's gonna be like one of the nominations for Oscars Best Animated Movies of the year.
Yeah, I definitely will.
Yeah,
100%. So I was just like, okay, might as well get it over with. And yeah, like animation is my thing. Animation is my niche, I guess. I'm honestly surprised it took me this long to watch it, but yeah, I liked it. I thought it was okay. I liked the music, honestly, a lot more than I thought I would. I don't care for K-pop at all as like a genre of music or anything like that. Like I never cared, but I was impressed with how catchy these songs were and like how I got along with them. You know what I mean? Yeah, I thought the animation was really, really nice, and I really love the fact that it was action oriented. You know what I mean? I feel like we're not getting as many action animated movies, more like adventure or drama or whatever the fuck. And I think
I see that.
I think we need more action animated oriented movies in cinemas, and I'm very happy that they're bringing this back to theaters too. I do want to watch it in theaters just because like it is very much a spectacle. It is very much a very pretty nice movie to see. It's done really well. Like I said, the animation is really well done, and yeah, it's funny. It's a great time. You know what I mean? It's nothing like crazy.
Nice.
I definitely has like my problems with it in terms of like some of the, I guess, interaction between the characters, more specifically like the main character. I think her name is Rumi, and then her love interest. It felt kind of like soap opera-esque. When they were like doing like the whole love subplot and everything, which was kind of a switch from just the general like, I want to say kind of fairly like realistic dynamic that the three main character friends have. It was just kind of a shift between those two that I didn't really appreciate. But other than that, like, it's just a fun time. It's a fun time.
Have you guys? What seen made K-pop you like? Yeah, I've seen it. I think I've mentioned. I think it's all right. It's whatever.
Yeah.
What made you finally watch it?
So on.
This better be really funny, Nick.
On Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, I saw an AI edit of the scene where the villain cast, the villain main characters, are like first performing like in front of the people, the boy band. I mean, I saw an edit of that scene with the boy band being members of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, where it was Gus Fring and fucking and Saul and Walt and Jesse and all of them,
and that sold you.
That sold me, honestly. Like, no, bro, I'm not even gonna lie.
Watch it.
I saw that and I was like, you know what? This music isn't even that bad. Like, I was like, maybe I should fucking give it a watch. And I was like, you know what? Tonight I'm gonna I'll give it a go. And I did, and I enjoyed it. The lack of Jesse Pinkman and Walt and all of them was very noticeable for me when I watched it. But what can you do? What can you say? Maybe hopefully a full movie edit of that will come out. But up to this point, it's what we got.
That's funny.
That's beautiful.
That's funny.
I'm glad. I'm glad y'all enjoyed that. But yeah, that's what made me watch it.
Nice. This week I was actually really lucky to watch Final Destination in theaters which is it's a horror franchise I discovered this year, but it's low-key turned into one of my favorite horror franchises. I love the concept, and I love, especially the first one. It's my favorite one in the franchise, and it was really, really cool to be able to see it in theaters. See it with I wouldn't say the theater was like full, but it was like half full. There was a decent amount of people. It was more people than I was expecting. And it was cool, just to see all the kills on the big screen, and all of their, 2000 CGI glory. It was a great time. It's not a long movie, and it kind of made me want to rewatch the others. I haven't gotten to rewatching any of them yet, but maybe I will at some point, because I've been just grinding horror movies, because it's spooky season.
It is spooky month, bro. What can we say?
Yep.
Yeah. Sariel, do you have anything that you'd like to mention?
Oh, last thing I watched this week was, or not this week, but was Roofman. We watched it.
Yeah, we did watch Roofman together. Yeah,
I also watched Roofman.
Roofman was amazing. I actually
Roofman was great. I loved it.
Yeah, I had no idea what it was about going into it. Continue, Nick.
No, you go ahead. It's the platform's yours.
No, I was just gonna say, I didn't know anything about the story of it before, but then watching it all fold, you fall in love with the antagonist, but it was just such a good story. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And not Ryan Gosling. Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum, yeah, he was great.
He's a goat. He's so good.
He's so funny. I think the film is shot really nicely.
Yeah.
I think it's paced really, really well. I think it's one of the best paced movies I've seen this year.
For sure.
And I think all the characters are really fun.
Yeah, I think Channing also
Toys
really
R
sells.
Us was hilarious.
Oh yeah, bro. the whole movie being part of that, it's insane. I love how that was the main set. They built the whole thing, recreated.
It was so good. It looks so good. It looks really, really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like I said, I was gonna say I think Channing really, really sells dumb but genuinely caring guy, criminal or whatever you want to call him. I think he just sells dumb, but
he's such a lovable idiot.
Yeah, for real.
He kind of reminded me of the big dumb guy from Of Mice and Men. Is it Lenny?
Oh wait.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. That's a crazy deep cut, bro. That's the last thing I'm gonna say.
I don't know why, but that's what I was thinking while watching the movie. But yeah, maybe that should have been our main review instead of Tron, or maybe then we wouldn't have to have pivoted to Peacemaker.
I mean, I just watched it last night, so
yeah, we saw it. When did we see it? A week ago. Right? We saw it last Tuesday.
Last Tuesday or Thursday.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen Roofman, definitely recommend. Sounds like all three of us are kind of giving you guys the recommendation on that one.
For sure. It feels like a movie that isn't really made today. Also,
definitely.
And I feel like when a movie like this does get made, it gets dumped onto streaming. So I think it's cool that it was put into theaters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And has the big cast that it does. It has all the support. I hope it actually does. I don't know if it'll. I don't know how much it costs to make, or if it'll pass whatever its budget was, but I do hope there is some sort of support behind it.
Okay, it had a $19 million budget. This weekend it made $3.7 million domestically, and it's at a $16.4 million gross, so it's not in the green yet.
I mean, okay, but it's not horrible either. It's kind of bad, but we'll see. Hopefully it'll be fun.
Yeah. Okay. Do any of you have anything else you want to add to mention that you watched this week?
I haven't watched anything else really. So
yeah, the other thing I was gonna mention was Roofman. That's it.
Yeah, me too. So okay, so that's the end of what we watched, and into our main feature, which this week is going to be the Black Phone 2. I'm going to start with a quick spoiler-free summary, and then we'll get into our thoughts. Here we go. Bad dreams haunt 15-year-old Gwen as she receives calls from the Black Phone and sees disturbing visions of three boys stalked at a winter camp. Accompanied by her brother, Finn, they head to the camp to solve the mystery, only to confront the Grabber, a killer who's grown even more powerful in death. Nick, what did you think? Actually, before we get into our thoughts on the second movie, have we all seen the first one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I watched it today for the first time.
I saw it a while ago though, like
Me
when
too.
it first came out. So I don't like. I remember like parts of it, but I don't remember like it too well.
Yeah.
Did
same.
you guys like it?
Yeah, I remember
Sure.
liking it.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember, like, I feel like as I was watching Black Phone 2, I was like, oh, yeah, that did happen in the first movie. And, like, he was an alcoholic or whatever. And that was, like, I was like, very sparse remembering like, all these things.
But these feel like two completely different movies, though.
Yeah, honestly.
they're very
But
different.
in a good way.
Yeah. They're definitely very different
Yeah.
types of movies, but I really liked the first one when I saw it today, and I really, really like the second one as well. I'm a big fan of the Black Phone franchise. I guess let's put it like that way. So Nick, do you want to give your thoughts on the movie first?
Sure. I actually didn't like it. Like,
No way.
You didn't like it, really?
No way.
I thought it was okay. Like, I thought it was whatever. Okay, so here's what I think. It was okay. That's the best compliment I can give it.
Okay.
It just felt like I didn't mind that it deviated a lot from the first movie. Like, I did really like the first movie because it felt so grounded. But this film, it just kind of felt like they just kept throwing bullshit on the screen and like seeing what stuck to it. And I think what really bothered me about it, like, primarily was the fact that I just don't understand like the rules of the grabber and all of like the things that he's doing. I also didn't like the writing. Like, I thought the dialogue was like really mid and kind of forced, especially with like
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, like especially with all the like the insults that the Dawn, I think her name is Gwen. Gwen was doing with like, oh, you fuck nugget or whatever she was saying. Like, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, it could be funny sometimes, but I was just like, I don't care. It just felt really forced every single time for me. And yeah, and I think that's just like my main complaint about it. It's just like I didn't really understand like the rules of how things worked, and so for me, like it didn't get any stakes. Like, I think it tried doing a lot of things, like throwing a lot of different themes and elements into it, like the dreams, the Christianity, the death and the hell, and them going to this like place where their mom was, and all of these things. And none of it really meshed well for me. And I just kept thinking of like other horror movies that have done it better, in my opinion. Like, for example, it just really reminded me of Nightmare on Elm Street, like especially the grabber character.
Definitely a big inspiration was taken from Freddy Krueger, I think.
For sure.
And also, I feel like Jason Voorhees as well. I think I definitely see a lot of Jason in the grabber as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like, I think that's what also kind of killed it for me while I was watching the movie, because I just kept thinking, like, the good thing about, like, Friday the 13th... Well, I haven't seen Friday the 13th, but Jason Voorhees or Nightmare on Elm Street is that they're simple movies. Like, you get the idea. Freddy Krueger, he's a demon... He's, like, he's a spirit, he's a demon. It doesn't really matter. But what he does is he comes to your dreams, and he can kill you in your dreams. And that's it. You know what I mean? And then Jason Voorhees, he's also, like, some kind of creature or whatever, but he's a physical being who can like come and destroy you and kill you and do whatever he wants. And like all of these like different like movie monsters are like very simple, and you get the idea of what they are and how their rules work and whatever. But with the grabber, I just never really understood it, especially because he started off as like a real person in the first one, and now he's like this entity, this like spirit in the second one, and he's like in hell, but he's also in the real world, and he can like just travel. What makes him so special? What, you know, all of these different questions that I feel like the movie brings up but never fully addresses, and it just kind of took away the enjoyment for me. But that's what I thought. What did you guys think?
I just want to respond to something that you said. He was never in the real world.
Well, no, I know he wasn't in the real world. I mean, like, well, no, yeah, I mean, in the first movie, he was a real person in the first movie.
Yeah. I'm talking about this one. He never like actually shows up into the real world. Like, right. He's like, they have that, you know, not really explained like other world where the souls are where they're not put to rest. They're just like lingering around.
Yeah.
But like,
The
there's
Black Phone
something.
universe,
Yeah,
whatever
there's
it
something
is.
I want to mention about the ending of this movie that I'll talk about when we're in spoiler talk. That kind of confuses at least for me, confuses what you're explaining to me right now. But I'll talk about it.
Okay,
Later.
yeah. But yeah, I just want to say I like the movie a lot.
Me too.
I think it was a really cool expansion on the first one. I knew going but before watching the first one, the grabber died at the end. So I was, especially after watching it earlier today, I was very curious how they were going to explain him coming back and kind of what is going on and how there's even a sequel, because I don't think that they probably intended for a sequel to be made.
Probably. I mean, it's based on a short story, so I don't think the short story has a sequel either.
Yeah. But I just think that it was really cool. I think the soundtrack was really nice.
I like a lot of the shots.
Yeah, I think it was shot really, really
Yeah,
well.
the shots are really, really cool in it.
I think Mason Thames is such a star in the making. I'm really excited to see where he's going. He was in How to Train Your Dragon earlier this year.
Yeah.
He was fantastic in that.
He was in a Netflix movie and what's it called? That really bad one that came out earlier this year with the...
Which one?
He was like in high school or something.
In high school?
Yeah. Where like it takes place in a party. Lauren Gray was in it.
Is it?
Like,
wait.
The one where she shits in the car.
Yeah,
like, for
Incoming,
eating a lot of
Incoming.
taco.
Incoming.
Yeah.
He's in that, really?
He was in that one, yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
That's crazy. I
It's
completely
actually-
forgot
It's
he
pretty
was in
funny.
that. Yeah, I watched it. I thought it was dumb, but I liked it.
Yeah, it's
low-key.
dumb but like funny, you know?
Yeah. I also just think that the location of the winter camp was really cool. I like the snowy aesthetic. I liked the idea that in this universe, hell is not heat or like hot and fire. It's like cold and ice. I think that's a really cool idea, and I can see this becoming a franchise that they just build on the lore like a Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers. And I think that Ethan Hawke as the grabber is just such a cool like character, and he definitely could have been explored more as a character in the sequel. That's my one complaint, and that we don't really go into the character enough. So I would really like to see a Black Phone 3, which we kind of could dive into more of the lore and the grabber, and all that.
Yeah, I really thought we were gonna see like more of him and just learn more about him, but like you said, I agreed. That was probably like the only complaint I have with the movie.
Yeah. So, what did you overall think of the movie?
I actually really liked it. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was enjoyable. I thought it had really cool shots. Every nightmare sequence was like really interesting to me. What you said about how hell is like icy and cold instead of like hot and heat.
Yeah.
That's actually a really smart way to do it. I actually really like that too. But overall, I really liked it. I liked all the characters. I just wish we learned more about the grabber in general. But I thought we'd at least see him kill a few more people. That's what I was hoping. But
yeah, he did need to kill a few more people.
Yeah.
Some of the extra characters needed to bite the bullet.
Definitely, yeah. But overall, I liked it though.
I
think
will
I'd
say,
give it 4 out of 5.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I will say I do think some of the dream sequences are really well done in terms of horror, in terms of getting me to eat or crawl or whatever.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was scary as shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was scared.
No, they were really
it was
cool.
from a horror perspective. Scott Derrickson did a great job just being making the film unsettling and eerie and just not really knowing where it's gonna go. I thought it was really intense in that sense, and I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, me too.
I just think
scary as shit.
I think the movie has great moments. You know what I mean? I don't think this is a spoiler, but I remember this one. I remember the one shot or the one sequence where the kid breaks the window and then his head comes off or something like that. Half of his head comes off. like from the glass window and everything, and like it's still like walking or it's still talking and everything. I saw it, I was like, whoa, that's really cool. And then there's like that one other scene that's, I'm pretty sure it's in the trailer, where like she's like spinning and there's like blood going around, like from the, I don't know. I saw the scenes in the movie, and I was like, oh, these are like really cool ideas. These are really cool like moments. But I think where the movie really like fails for me is kind of just like the really honestly the dialogue between like the three characters.
Yeah, the dialogue is bad. The dialogue is not good.
It's pretty bad.
And it's just like, I feel like it loses so much energy, and I'm just like waiting for something interesting to happen, and then like and then when the interesting things are happening, like it's cool, but it feels a little nonsensical. So I'm just like, okay, like this is anything can just happen here. And also just like, okay, wait, do we have anything else to talk about, like in terms of
like
non-spoiler?
spoiler free? No, yeah. I'm good to move into spoilers.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay, so this is the official spoiler warning. If you haven't seen the movie and you plan to, now's a good time for you to click off. Feel free to continue.
Cool. So yeah, so I mean, it just really bothered me how I a lot of the decisions that the characters made, I just thought were very kind of dumb. Or like, for example, the biggest decision, why does he keep answering the phone? Like, why can't he just ignore the phone or something like that? And also,
because then there would be no movie, Nick.
But that's
Exactly.
but that's what I'm saying, bro.
That's like saying, why does Iron Man wake up and choose to be Iron Man?
No,
Because
bro. But my point is, like, there's a reason Iron Man chooses to be Iron Man, bro. Like, he has this ego about himself, and also like whatever. I haven't seen Iron Man 1 in forever, so I can't really remember. But point is, there's a reason to it. I feel like if they're throughout the movie, they're like active, especially for Mason Thames' character, he's like actively avoiding all of these like things. Like, he's getting high just so he cannot remember like what happened to him in the first movie, and also he's just like generally avoidant to like the spirituality, to his own sister's spirituality. But then he feels the need to answer the phone and be like, and do something about it, and then like I just feel like it'd make more sense for his character to just ignore it until for some reason he can't ignore it. Like, I think that'd be a more reasonable way of going about things. Or also just like,
that's a valid complaint.
Yeah, and also I just feel like a lot of the decisions that are made are just like really weird. Like, especially the first night when I guess they changed this like after she gets like, you know, after she wakes up from her sleepwalking, the first night in the camp, like they decide to like take shifts while watching her sleep, and I thought that was like, okay, that's actually something. But then here's the other thing too. Here's another element of it, of like, okay, so she gets damage when she sleepwalks because what she's doing in her dream, she's doing in real life. So then they do that.
Well, it's not what she's doing in her dream. She's doing in real life. It's what's happening in her dreams is happening
in real life.
It's happening in real life, just in the black phone world, I guess.
Right.
Name for it.
Okay. So like, so that was my understanding, right? Is what you just said. But then they hold her back from waking up getting up from when they're doing their shifts to watch her sleep. But then she just kind of continues, like, it has no effect. You know what I mean? So it's just like, what's the point of, I don't know, watching her? Like, what's the point? Like, there's no consequence to their action of like watching her. I feel.
I think they're just watching her in case she does sleepwalk. They obviously can't stop her from dreaming. That's not something that they're able to do. Just in case that, you know, because she almost left the cabin the night before or whatever it was. So I think that was why they were watching her or taking shifts or whatever.
So then why have it make it significant for her to sleepwalk in the first place? If anything, if it doesn't matter if she sleepwalks or not, as long as everything that's happening in her dream is still going to affect her.
That's a totally fair question. It's not a perfect movie by any standards.
Sure.
I just think, I don't know. It was just a fun time at the movies. It was a fun, spooky time. It was definitely dropped perfectly in the month. Really fit the Halloween spirit. I don't know. I thought it was great.
No, that's fine. You know, that's fair. Like I said,
I really like the movie.
I did have fun with it in moments, and my theater was actually packed. My theater seemed to really like it too. Like, I remember when when she was like sleeping in the same bed as the Ernie kid, and then like she was like, I pray to Jesus or something like that. And then Ernie was like, I think that's hot that you pray to Jesus, bro. Like, my whole fucking theater lit up with, like, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I started laughing. I was laughing, too. I was like, bro, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's some really good lines in
There's some
the
really,
movie.
really good lines in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, like, it's good moments, but it's just the logic of everything kills it for me.
I got you.
Okay.
Yeah, but what spoiler thoughts did you guys think about the film?
Yeah, I guess another thing that I kind of didn't really get behind was the whole, like the mother subplot. I think it was a little confusing the way it was laid out.
Was that in the first movie?
I think it's just mentioned that the mother is just like gone, like dead, but they don't really mention what happened to her.
I was trying to think like if that was like I was trying to remember because it's been a while if that was referenced or not, but
yeah, I think they just say that she's dead.
Yeah, so
and I think
they put that whole thing into this one.
Pretty much, yeah. I think they also just explained that like the reason the daughter is like spiritual is because of the mother, and that's why like the dad abuses them or something like that.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, I think it was just a bit convoluted the way they laid it out, and I think the reveal was good. The way they actually showed that like the grabber was responsible, but I think the way we got there was just a little clunky.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I agree. I can agree with that.
But other than that, it was a fun time at the movies. I wasn't bored at any point, which is honestly a really important thing I look for when I'm watching a movie, because a movie's only as good as it is entertaining. I feel like, at least in my eyes. So I wasn't bored.
Oh, yeah.
I do think
I agree.
It was a little too long as well. It could have been shorter.
How long was it?
I don't know. I wouldn't
hours.
say so. How long was it? Was it 2 hours?
It was.
I don't know.
It was. Let me tell you exactly.
It didn't feel that long to me.
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling antsy or anything. I was just enjoying the ride.
Yeah.
I was feeling antsy whenever the characters would take big pauses in between all their sentences. Like, I was so like, oh my god, like, why are you talking so slow, bro? Like, that doesn't. Okay, it's 1 hour and 54 minutes, so basically 2 hours.
Okay, that's actually that's
pretty much 2
good.
hours.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe they could have trimmed off 5 minutes of the end, but overall, I think, like I said, I think it was paced pretty well.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's
I wasn't bored of it once.
Yeah.
No,
do you have any other thoughts?
No, that's pretty much it. He's basically just a Freddy Krueger with less than half as much aura, in my
opinion. Basically.
Yeah. And I just didn't. I was like, okay. I wouldn't say like I wasted my time necessarily, but I think if it wasn't for this podcast, I wouldn't have gone to see it myself. Because I also like I like the Black Phone one, but I didn't really like. I was like, oh, I need a sequel to that. I need to see the number 2 for that. Like, I'm just like, yeah, it's right. And none of the trailers really impressed me either when I was watching it. So I was like, whatever.
Yeah, I actually just something came to mind I wanted to talk about before we end the episode. Is he a pedophile? Like, does he rape the kids?
I was trying to figure that out too, because like that's what they keep saying.
Like they're definitely
keep saying.
They're definitely like, especially in the first movie, they alluded it to a lot. They alluded to it a lot, a lot more than in this one. But is that what they're doing? Like, I don't know. I think
he probably does.
I wish they would be more specific then, if that is the case.
Yeah, I wish they did. Like, that's another thing. Like, I do wish they did say what exactly he was doing to the kids. If he wasn't raping them or whatever, that's fine. But that's just like, what's the point? Why is he doing this? What? Because I don't think he did anything to Mason Thames in the first movie, right?
No, he didn't.
No,
he didn't. He didn't have the chance to.
But what did he say he was going to? I know you said you watched it today.
I think it was alluded to.
Yeah, so from what I remember from watching it earlier today is that he would like he got a call from one of the previous dead kids that were previously abducted, and they were pretty much saying that the grabber plays this game called Naughty Boy, where he leaves the door unlocked on purpose so that the kids would try to escape, and then he's just waiting at the top of the stairs with his shirt off and with a belt, and then he starts spanking them. So
yeah, I can imagine what happens after that.
Yeah, it's just weird, and I wish they were kind of more specific about what's actually going on.
Yeah.
All right. Sure. Yeah. Whatever. That's fine. I guess so.
I see.
He does something to the kids. Who cares?
Yeah. He's doing something.
If the movie doesn't care enough to tell us, then why should I? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Nick, what do you plan to watch this week?
Actually, next week is kind of packed, low key. I want to watch Begonia. I think that's coming out next week.
Yeah, the 31st.
Yeah, I also want to watch The Mastermind by Kelly Reichardt. It's the new what is the name? Josh O'Connor movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen any of her films before, but it looks interesting at the very least. What else? Yeah, I also do really want to watch Kiss of the Spider Woman. I know it's a remake.
I hope I get to that eventually.
Yeah, I want to get to it just because, like, you know, it's a movie musical. There aren't many of those around anymore. And lastly, I don't know if this comes out next week, and I have no, like, I guess, association with this. I've never seen any of the shows or read any of the manga, but the Chainsaw Man movie looks like it rips.
Interesting.
Nice.
So yeah, I might want to go ahead and watch that. That's pretty much it.
What about you, Sariel?
The only thing I have in mind to watch probably is Tron Ares at some point next week. But besides that, I'll have to look at the schedule of what's coming out. I don't really know what I'm going to be watching. I'll have to see. What about you?
What do I have this week? The Gen V season finale is this week.
Of course. Can't forget.
Yeah, so really looking forward to that. Regal re-releases this week. They have a bunch of classic Universal monster movies. So I have tickets to like 3 of them, and I hope to catch at least one. So I just locked in all of those tickets, and then I'll pick at least one of them. I think I'm going to go to The Invisible Man. I think that's the one I kind of want to see the most. What else? I want to watch After the Hunt, which is the Luca Guadagnino movie that we mentioned earlier, and I also want to watch Good Fortune. And I'm like halfway through It Chapter 2, so I kind of want to just finish that as well because I'm preparing for the It TV show that's dropping at some point. I don't know when. Yeah.
Sorry, have you
ahead.
been watching Gen V?
I have, of course.
What do you think about it? I haven't seen it.
I have been loving it. It's so good, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna have a watch party on Wednesday for the finale.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's actually amazing.
Yeah.
That's so sick, bro. I'm glad. Maybe I'll get around to it once the finale actually.
You gotta watch it. You have to watch it, bro. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, it's low-key like each episode gets better and better. It's
Really?
Facts.
I just feel
it's really
just
good.
like the boys' tone is like so specific, and like sometimes I'm just not in the mood for it. I'm just like, oh my god, like everybody's so...
Dude, it feels it's
this one's like different enough.
Yeah,
like it's so different yet like in the same vibe. Like it's really worth your time.
I'd agree with that.
All right, bet.
Yeah. So that brings us to the end of episode 10 of Popcorn Problems. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you made it this far, you're the real MVP. We'll be back next week breaking down Chris Stuckman's Shelby Oaks. But in the meantime, hit us up on socials at Popcorn Problems Pod and let us know what you thought of Black Phone 2. Don't forget to follow, rate us 5 stars on whatever platform you're using, and DM us your hottest takes and suggestions. See you next time. Peace.
Have a good one.
So-